I've done some things. Hell, I've done some awful things. The kinds of things that haunt a man while he's asleep and mess with his mind while he's awake. And there's gonna be a special place in hell for me. You see, most people think our powers are a gift. But if it was up to me, I'll hunt the devil down myself and give him this gift back. My name is John Wraith, and I'm a mutant.
No, it seems like the opposite, because you can see it coming earlier than us. Remember?
Will.i.am playing the role of Wraith. He's incredibly authentic, incredibly creative and artistic, and obviously incredibly well known for his music abilities, his producing abilities, singing, playing, all of that.
There's a certain charisma that Will.i.am always showed when he was performing with the Black Eyed Peas. We watched some of the old videos of it and some footage of him on YouTube, and we just felt he had a certain presence. He is a smart guy, he wanted to do it, and I think desire is half the battle. And we thought he might be a really interesting choice.
Wraith is a teleporting mutant from Texas, a hell of a boxer. He's cool, calm, a bit sketchy at times, so it's kind of weird to be calm and sketchy.
Interesting aspects to John Wraith. He's obviously paranoid. And if you're a guy suffering some sort of paranoia, if that manifests in a sort of mythical way as the ability to just get out of here if you need to, I think that's kind of a smart innovation from the creators of that superpower for him.
With Nightcrawler, there was a certain way that we brought his image on screen and took it away. So we had to do something totally different with Wraith. And this time we thought, all right, maybe what we'll do is we'll say his body literally gets disassembled down to the skeleton into pigments, and then all the pigments come back together again. So if you watched, if you slowed down every time he comes in and out of frame, you would see his skin goes and there's a skeleton and then it goes. And when he comes back, boom, there's a skeleton, there's skin, and then there's Wraith.
Is there even a stretcher big enough to take this guy out of here?
It ain't him I'm worried about getting out of here on a stretcher. I mean, you're an asshole.
Now, Wraith, he's a bit of a wisecracker. He's a really cool dude, but he happens to be, in this film, the closest friend that Wolverine has. That's his buddy. And so there's not a lot of scenes to establish that, so we were very lucky that we did genuinely connect, but it's one thing to connect off screen that doesn't always happen on screen. In this case, it did.
I'm gonna go cover the back, Casey Rabbits.
I'm not gonna fight with him.
Yeah, right.
What? I get in fights with everybody?
Don't dogs kill cats?
Just go cover the back, will you?
In the film, he's a badass, but the majority of the time you see him on screen, he's with his best friend, Wolverine. So you don't really get to see how badass he is, but he's not to be messed with. You shouldn't have done that. Now I'm gonna kill you before Logan even gets a chance. This is like my first big film, so going from singing to acting, one would think it's easy, you know, because we act on stage all the time, but it's hard. I studied by watching a lot of badasses on the internet, right? I went online, I typed in badass, so they gave me a whole bunch of selection of badass dudes to mold my character after.
His approach to the world of acting, which he's fairly new to, was just really inspiring, because for him it was a new art form. For him it was something to learn, and he was probably the most enthusiastic person I've ever seen on set. He never walked back into his trailer. He was always there, he was always learning. He was a natural.
We all got our coping mechanisms.
Next cut is going to be a view down there. In order to come back to Will.i.am, it's this side of the camera.
It took a lot for me to be directed because in my field of work, I'm always directing in the studio. Like I produce and write songs for people. And Gavin was patient. Do I want to do it again? Hell yeah. I would love to do it again. It was a blast. I learned a lot.
Coming with you, Logan.
There's no redemption where I'm going.
I ain't asking.